National Football League. And we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Colts and the Titans, and it's all up next.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Richardson going right to the air. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Colts at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. You talk about this Titan defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That was good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time.
Oh, he sheds himself free. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive for 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
Nope. When we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On second down, here's the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get this to about the 38. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And that was stoppage. And it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Cousins now from the 50. Short pass caught by Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kirk Cousins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. It's now 21-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On 1st down, Richardson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Richardson off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Here comes third down at 7. Throwing, Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Now inside the 25. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Escapes the defender. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Richardson to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Richardson working from the gun. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now Richardson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And he's got, he tried to fit it in on the slam, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousin, he finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. In motion left goes Jones. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Again, it's Henry. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 3-yard pickup.
On second down, it's Taylor. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Richardson looking to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Henry again on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Cousins to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wiggles free. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Henry running right. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. It's a big run there by Henry. And even 50 yards. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Chelsea. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Richardson out of the shotgun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 70 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your belt.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down, Cousins. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Indianapolis.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce from 17 yards out. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 7. 1:24 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in here by Jackson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The quick feet by Jackson. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Cousins to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Cousins. Phillips has it running the out route. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 37. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Cousins. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Cousins will try and throw. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.